It's time to start doing math with scientific notation. In this video, when you're done, you should be able to multiply and divide in scientific notation using the exponent rules. All right, here's our first problem. 4.3 times 10 to the 6th times 2.1 times 10 to the 4th. Well, because everything is multiplying, we can actually rearrange it and put the two decimal numbers together and the two powers of 10 together. Why would we do this? Well, it's pretty simple. First, we're going to multiply 4.3 times 2.1 and get 9.03. And then if you remember with the exponent rules, if we have the same bases and we're multiplying, all we do is add the exponents. So we just add 6 plus 4. So here's the final answer. 9.03 times 10 to the 10th. Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to do 7.05 times 3.4, and I'm going to get 23.97. So I just did these. And then I'm going to add my exponents. 3 plus 2 is 5. Am I done? No. As you can see here, our scientific notation is not correct yet. I need to fix that. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that and then show you this. This is from the other video if you watched the intro video. I'm going to move the decimal one in to make that number smaller. Instead of 23.97, it's going to be 2.397. And since I made that number 1 smaller to keep it balanced, I'm going to make the exponent 1 bigger times 10 to the 6th. And that is my final answer. Your turn. Stop the video and try this and then come back. All right, here we go. We're going to multiply these two numbers, 3 times 7, which is 35, times 10 to the power of 9 plus 6, which is 15. But we're not done. So hopefully you saw that. My decimal, you can't see it right now, but it's at the end here. It needs to come in here because I can't have 2 digits in front of the decimal. So I have 3.5 times 10 to the... Well, if I made my number smaller, I have to make this number bigger by the same amount of times I move the decimal. So that is a 16, and there you go. Is that what you got? Division is basically the same thing. First, you're going to divide the 8.04 and the 1.2, and then using the exponent rules, if you remember, if you have the same base, you subtract their exponents. And so 8.04 divided by 1.2 is 6.7. And in my exponent, 6 minus 3 is 3. And there's your final answer. All right, what are you going to do first? Well, you should be dividing those two numbers. So 1.44 divided by 9 is 1,600. So this right here. Times 10 to the, 9 minus negative 2. What are you going to get there? Yeah, that's an 11. Now, are we done? Nope. Now we have that problem with this number right here has to be a number between 1 and 9, and it's not. So what I'm going to do is I am going to move my decimal to the right once, making that bigger, so 1.6. But if I make the number bigger, I must make the exponent smaller by the same amount. So times 10 to the 10. There you go. Try this one on your own and come back and see if you got the right answer. Well, did you get this far? 0.6 times 10 to the power of negative 11, and that's what negative 8 divided by negative 8 minus 3 is. And then did you see that, oops, this is not correct scientific notation, so I'm going to move my decimal that way, making that number bigger. But if I make that number bigger, I have to make this smaller. So then it becomes 6 times 10 to the power of negative 12. Try this one and see what you get. All right, are you back? Here we go. 9 divided by 3 is a 3. 5 minus 5 is a 0. And you might be looking at that saying, hey, wait a minute, 10 to the power of 0 is just a 1, and 3 times 1 is a 3. And you are correct. But that is in standard form. And usually when you are given a problem in scientific notation, they want the answer in scientific notation. So that would be the right one. All right, you're ready. Go and have some fun.